We've been spotted. The devils have set a trap for us. Be hard to board!
Again, that impregnable fortress. 9 of my warships have gone down under its guns in the last month. With the fire of its cannon, St. Antioch not only sinks our ships, but also our chances of making peace with the King of Spain.
May fear it. However, in my opinion, there's no possibility of peace with the Spanish.
A camel will be more intelligent than you, Ibrahim. Charles of Spain wants to have peace as much as we do. He is sincere, and I trust him. It's only that Levantine renegade, that Demetrius, who blocks the passage of the straits to further his ambitions. Listen, Jafet. You must land on the shore below the walls of the fortress with longboats. 20 men should do. A bit of strategy is often worth more than force. All power is with Allah. This is my order. Destroy that fortress.
To hear you is to obey you, sire.
I'd rather trust your courage, Jafet, instead of the prudence of my admirals. No one else must know about this adventure. Make your plans. A friend will await you on the coast.
You may be sure that I will never fail you, sire. How shall I recognize him?
You will flash a lantern, a green one. You will see 3 signals. Follow them.
With all these faithful friends of mine prepared, Signor Villard, command of the seas around is mine.
At the court of France, everybody shows the greatest interest in the famous cannon of St. Antioch, and in your great ability, Demetrius. You deserve it. Thus, it would be a real shame if all of these fine cannon were to be silenced.
You're bothered about peace between the Sultan and the Spanish.
You're astute, Demetrius. After all, here you're the representative of Charles V.
Yes, and if the cannons of a Spanish fortress continue to fire on the Saracens, evidently this will require the Sultan's cannons to continue firing on Spaniards, which suits the King of the French, does it not?
You always make good sense, Demetrius. You're extraordinary. Let's look at it this way. The interests of my king might serve your own. I'll expect an answer before we embark tonight.
You'll have my response, in which I'll quote you my price. Well, Trigona, aren't you pleased with my way of dealing with politics?
Oh, brilliant strategy, Excellency. If the poor town of St. Antioch has grown into a stronghold for which kings bid, it must thank you.
And who must thank me? The mayor, who is very rich now, while the other people of the town are just as poor as they were before. Please, don't you play the victim. You know that I'm your friend.
And surely you know that I'm your friend too, sire.
Let's keep it that way. I imagine that you can be trusted to keep a secret. Can't you? Hmm?
I swear to you. You must know that I'm trustworthy.
That's so?
The passage through the walls.
So, you know about it?
They speak of it in the village.
But you'll be the only one to really know it. You must see, I'll show you. Come along, then. It's very ingenious. Trigona. You think I pray my sins be forgiven? Those funeral bells, blast those friars. They've been ringing all day long.
The old man who was killed.
Killed, you say? Better say executed. One less rebel to trouble us. But he died a bit early. He never told us any of the names of his accomplices.
Fear doesn't always close mouths, sire.
You? Do you fear something, too?
Why should I? I've nothing to lose anymore. My son left me when I entered your service.
I'm fond of your son, Dionigi. A man of character and good taste.
Good taste?
Regarding Isabella, his fiancée. Yes, I'm sure. Her name was Isabella.
Where have you been for so long?
What an honor. You swore that you were never going to speak to me again.
You know people in love don't always mean everything they swear. It's so simple for you, Dionigi, but for me it's different.
No, Isabella, it hasn't been easy for me. I've abandoned my father and refused the command the governor has offered to me. I want nothing to do with him. I had to do it, and you know why.
Your pride is your only reason, the only thing you think about. And liberty, and your country. If you really loved me...
I love you, Isabella, always.
Why do you have to be so unrealistic, then? You are a captain. You should have so many things to be proud of. If you'd only put yourself at the service of the governor.
Never.
If you mean that, you can be sure we're never going to marry. How can you possibly believe that my parents would ever allow me
Only
to?
if I were rich and a traitor like my father, then they would.
But you could be near your father to counsel him. Can't you see that it's your duty? Or why don't you want to understand? Why?
No, it's too late. My father has already made his choice, to be the henchman of a tyrant. And I have made mine.
It's fine. I can just see what our life would be. I'd be forced to steal food or beg for it on the streets.
Please, Isabella.
Let me go.
Listen! Isabella!
Dionigi.
Slow down there. Don't want to reach the fort before nightfall.
Yes, sir. You all arm. Furl all sails. Everyone to his post. Man the guns. Furl all sails. Furl all sails.
What's going on, Omar? We're changing course?
You prattle too much, Friar, and ask too many questions. If Jafar had listened to me, we'd have cut out your tongue as soon as we got our hands on you.
Yes, that would have been a fine thing, Omar. Who would pay ransom for a mute friar? A friar without a tongue can't pray. He isn't worth anything, my friend.
You believe they'll try to rescue you or ransom you?
You know how it is with us infidels. While there's life, there's hope.
That's right. But it would have been such fun to cut out your fat tongue. We only need you to take care of the wounded. A medical man with no tongue speaks no nonsense. Thus it is written.
Hurry up with those lines.
So you're going to take Hjalmar with you?
I promised it.
I'm 18. I'll fight with the rest.
You hear that? My brother is impatient for a battle with the infidels.
Fortunate young fellow to face your first combat commanded by Jafar.
Let it go! Let it go! Help! Help! Please take
My mistress!
Help!
Quiet down. What's wrong?
Isabella, 2 men. They came in and took her.
Isabella, what 2 men? Makes sense.
2 awful men kidnapped her. 2 men of Demetrius.
Demetrius. Hurry, get the boat and wait for me.
Welcome, dear A.G. I expected you. But don't you think we're one too many for a honeymoon? I'm very fond of my enemies. I always think of them when I pray. Because most of my enemies are dead now. Even your father refused to understand that. Now I will kill you quite calmly. You will lie in state in our nuptial chamber.
You've gone mad, Demetrius.
I dare say. But so is any man who dares to provoke me.
Or betray me! Run, Isabella! Throw him into the dungeons. He'll wish he'd never seen the light of day.
My father's been hanged? It's not possible.
Yes, he was. He was carrying a lantern. I saw him. Then the soldiers opened fire. The Turks all fell like puppets.
You'd better swim back now.
I'm going with you. If you're going into hiding, you need me.
Don't make things harder, Ali. One day I'll come back to avenge my father.
Blessings on you, Dionigi. We'll meet again.
Goodbye.
You there! Help us! Stand up into the room. Jalpair wants to see you. Get him over.
We all know that Allah closes one portal and then opens another, Jalpair. But we shouldn't have underestimated those infidels.
He'll know that we will be betrayed, Caribas. One of our own men sold us out.
It's written the big dog shouldn't bark. But neither should he wag his tail at thieves. The Sultan was foolish when he chose a stranger to guide us into the fortress. All that mystery. The green light led us into a trap.
No, Caribas. I could see it with my one eye. They hanged that man. We were betrayed, can't you see?
Do you suspect anyone? Maybe someone on board?
Who knows? Come in, stranger. You're fortunate. You should thank your God you found me, and you should thank me for saving your life.
I was under the impression that I saved you.
That was a real stroke of luck for you. Otherwise, it's true, isn't it, Caribas, that you wouldn't be here. And Friar Medicina would be praying for you.
There's small comfort in the prayers of a friar who takes care of the servants of Allah.
If you don't mind, there are no Turks or Christians. Only men. Or souls, if you prefer. Men to cure and souls to save.
What kind of ship is this?
One where you're not master of your fate. This all belongs to the great Sultan of Constantinople, and Jafar is his finest captain as long as he lives. And since both of our lives now depend on his, it's better to obey him.
Who told you to change course?
Caribas!
Caribas, the dull-witted camel!
Javert?
5 hours ago, I gave orders to make for Constantinople.
I know you did, brave son of Allah, but we're running out of water and provisions are
What do you mean we're running out of water and provisions are low?
We're near Sheba. You just want to play.
I know your weakness. Very well. We all need time off. And we have to replace our battle losses with men from Sheba. They're the greatest seamen in the world. We're stopping off at Sheba!
What's there so special about Sheba?
Oh, everything. It's all special on Sheba, my friend. The wine is good, and the food's even better. But you'll find out for yourself. Let's go forward.
Sunlight. The things you buy here you can resell in Constantinople at 10 times the price.
You're really a first-rate merchant, Caramus. No poor warrior, but a merchant. Now and then I get envious. You could sell anything.
Arms for the poor, may Allah make us a long, full life.
Now he's trying to buy his way into paradise. One fine day I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Demetrius' men could board the Black Eagle. Caramus will have sold them all our guns for souvenirs.
I cut out the heart, but I'd never touch our gold, by Allah.
Attention! A barrel of Malaga, authentic, brothers in Allah, imported directly from Malaga. In fact, seized in Malaga by our own people during the sacking of the city. For those who like to drink wine as the infidels do, and I can see more than one here now. Isn't that true, friends? But it is written, many are the sinners on the streets of virtue. Those here who may prefer women to wine, and it's a malady that can be serious, take it from one who knows, can now try these. They are able to make a man feel 10 years younger or older. Beginning with 2 gold doubloons, believers in Allah. I can tell you we don't play favorites here. It will be the mighty Allah to decide.
You know how to handle a pistol?
Why don't you ask the Sultan's guards I met in the Battle of Cyprus?
Where the devil are they?
Ask the devil, I sent them to him.
The slave girls are the prize.
Those women must be worth at least 3,000 piastres.
It's no fun to win girls that way. It may be your style, but it's not mine.
Bravo! Bring drinks for everyone!
Remember to heal us.
It is written in the Quran that every true believer will put his faith in one healer.
If you ever want coffee, you always know where to find me.
And whenever you would like to offer me a cup of coffee, you will always know where to find me. I'm at your service. Charity.
Want to try? It's your turn. Here.
I'm afraid I don't understand. Drink, eh? Now explain to me. According to you, there have been only 4 perfect women. Who were they?
The first of these was Kadia, wife of the prophet.
Yes.
The second was her own daughter, the beautiful Fatima.
Oh, yes, Fatima. Drink up, drink up.
The third one, called Zaida, even enjoyed the protection of Mohammed. Then the fourth one would be the Hebrew Miriam, the one you infidels called Mary, and who was the mother of the prophet of Galilee, born in Nazareth, the one you blasphemers of the Western world call the Son of Allah.
You're very learned, though still a poor beggar.
You see that? Not bad for a merchant.
Allah has decided your fate. Well, come on, both of you.
Now, my precious creatures, Caravas is going to take good care of you, you'll see.
Leave those girls alone. You make sure they're safe.
Yes, yes, come on.
Followers of the Prophet, listen to me. I have need of warriors with staunch blades. worthy to serve on the Black Eagle? Who will volunteer to follow Jafar? I offer to all a fair division of the booty and the glory. Glory for all. Who will come forward to fight under the green banner of Allah?
A poor beggar? Wait. Do you see this? It's something more precious than any treasure. With this, I can go to the Sultan himself or even to the Emperor Charles. You must know this could be transformed into gold. But that's against the faith.
My goodness, you're very clever. To the glory of Allah.
May Allah increase your harem and grant you a long and fruitful life.
Only the Prophet will be able to sober you. Hey. Thank you, old one. And tomorrow be sure you remember me in all your prayers.
It's late. Get ready to weigh anchor.
Get ready to weigh anchor. Make it quick or you'll answer to me. Move now. Ready to cast
Friar Medicina hasn't returned yet, Jafar.
He's coming, don't worry. He might be full of wine, but he'll be here. There, you see?
Hurry up, Friar. Row.
Row harder, Friar, harder! What did I tell you?
No! Let me go! Let me go!
What are you doing here? Better get out, infidel dog. I'm not as generous as Jafar.
He's right. No one asked you to interfere. Karibos is now our master. It was his money that bought us. It's none of your business, even if he has been stupid enough to prefer her to me. Rosalana, who has had all of Venice at her feet, even the Doge. It's unbelievable. He passes me up for a barbaric dancer.
You'd have much better luck in the markets of Constantinople.
May Allah wither your tongue.
You are beautiful and courageous. The Doge of Venice, you said. By the beard of the Prophet, we will have to talk about this, maybe all night. We are weighing anchor, so I'll have to go up on deck now, light of my life. I'll be thinking about you.
You don't have much longer to live.
Thanks, stranger. If you hadn't come, he would have killed me.
We owe everything to her.
Was it worth it to risk your life for that poor girl? When your life is finished, it's finished, that's all. No. It'll never be men who defeat me, Muslim or Christian. Rosalana's all right. She'll come out of this better than ever. Don't make such a face, Alima. And as for you, my hero, you'd better save a little of that courage. You never know when you might need it.
Come on, you lazy lout. You're taking advantage of my patience, Friar Potbelly.
Excuse me, Jafar, but I wanted to make sure no one was following me. Come here, I have something to show you.
Bosun, stand by to hoist anchor.
This is the answer to our problems. Read it, Jafar. They'll stop at absolutely nothing to get it back.
I knew we'd been betrayed. This message will cost Ibrahim his head. Bravo, Friar. This will not only interest the Sultan, but also the King of Spain. Our friend Demetrius is really a many-sided fellow. He's working against the Spanish, too.
Yes, everybody on board is working against you.
What's his name? Who is he?
Right here. They've tracked us. The window. fool. You shouldn't have knifed him, Carabas. This traitor could hurt us alive.
It's an ugly wound, and I don't have much medicine. Help me carry it inside. I'll take care of him in Constantinople.
There's the palace of the Sultan.
It's better to stay far away. Somebody's sharpening a knife for our throats.
Your friend, he's trustworthy?
Which of us is Dionigi? Ben handles most everything you might want, but I know how to handle him very well.
Yes, yes, oh, certainly. I'm your friend. I'd like to assist you, but look, I don't want to wake up in jail. I saw Ibrahim's soldiers searching everywhere for a friar and a tall Spaniard.
Listen, let's go. Why waste any more of our time here? Can't you see this merchant doesn't want to help us?
No, wait a moment. Tell me what you want.
A safe hiding place.
For yourselves?
No, it's for Jafar, One Eye.
What's that? The best swordsman in Islam must hide like a thief? When he might enjoy in peace all the luxury and the great wonders of the palace of the Sultan? Oh, no, it doesn't make sense.
Don't you worry, it will never make sense, friend. Everyone is playing for high stakes, and some are more than playing. It's a risk. A bag of piastres, or your head will roll into a basket if things go badly.
First decide, are you willing to risk it?
You mustn't move around, senor. You must stay in bed and Friar Medicina.
I don't have any time to waste.
You shouldn't stand up yet.
I've got to see the Sultan now at any cost.
The Sultan?
Jafar, Ibrahim's men, they have struck them dead.
It's me they want. Hide yourself.
They've arrested Jafar. We'll have to tell Dionigi and the friar. They'll try to save him.
There's time enough for that. But first I must trade you for some piastres. Oh. Piastres are not as pretty as you, but at least they never grow old.
Leave her alone.
I'll worry about Jafar later.
Jafar, Ibrahim's men.
Tell us, Bahar, in the name of Allah.
The document. Ali.
Faithful of the Prophet, this is the best of all occasions for furnishing your harem with lovely joys. Such beautiful women have not been sold in Constantinople since Harun al-Rashid and the 1,001 Nights. Be generous with your offers, my friends, and you'll be the illustrious owner of a garden of delights. So precious your servants must guard them like your jewels. I'm the man to act as guardian. And who will act as guardian for you, my boy? You must cleanse yourself of evil thoughts to be guardian of a harem. And you're far too manly. Come down here. No Sanut of Arabia nor Pasha of Maghreb can claim to have seen such beauty. Her name is Rosilana. She is a Venetian, daughter and wife of the Doges. Make me an offer. Let it be as generous as the figure of this lovely creature and her magnificent head.
200 piastres.
200 piastres? You're joking. It's an offense against her and your own dignity.
You don't own me yet.
300 piastres. 400 piastres. It's a fair price.
500 piastres. That's the value of 10 horses and 30 camels.
No one's offering more? No one? Speak up while there's still time. So be it. She's yours, my friend. Even though I'm taking a loss. Courage, my brothers. Don't be shy, don't be backward. Will you look at this dazzling vision? She was a reigning queen. And because queens have handmaidens for an offer within reason, you'll also get the young Sarah. Well now, 500 piastres? No one's offering more?
800.
2,000 piastres.
You are fortunate, my turtle doves. It's Amal, the eunuch. He's chosen you for the harem of the Sultan. When she dances, she is both a pearl and a bird at once. Why, the dancers in the gardens of heaven are envious. Halima can read the future. She'll interpret all of your dreams. When she gives you time to sleep.
500 piastres.
Why, her gown alone is worth far more.
600 piastres. 700 piastres.
Come now. Who will offer me more?
800.
Halima's worth at least 1,000. No one's offering more?
A 1,000. 1,100. 1,200. 1,300.
1,300 piastres. Halima is almost yours.
1,400. 1,500 piastres.
And 100 for the gown.
1,500 piastres and not one more.
All right, you get the girl, but not the gown.
Get out of the way.
Halima. Where's Halima?
You're in a sack, transformed into gold.
Stranger, look at the other girls I have for sale.
I'm not interested.
Tomorrow I'll have some new ones.
Halima. She can help us save Jafar.
What's happened to one eye?
Arrested. Ibrahim's men took him off the ship. Halima knows about the vizier. It'll mean his head.
He's a traitor?
And she has the proof.
Shh, don't talk here. You two follow me. We'll find the girl. She was sold to Hakim, who owns a tavern near the Golden Horn.
He must talk. Find out where the document is, or I'll kill you.
Give me time, Ibrahim. He has lost so much blood he doesn't feel the torture. When he comes around, I'll make him talk.
Where is he? Strange, he disappeared when we came in. We'll get out all right. There are a dozen of our men in here. Caribus is like a rat on a ship. When he hears somebody shooting, he disappears.
We must get out of here.
You try that side.
I was sure that you'd come for me, my love.
Fine time to be talking about love. Quick now, give me that document.
Why not?
Do you think we can get out that way?
Come on.
This way, Friar. Jump! Come on! Jump!
He's stuck.
Hurry up!
Get up, come on.
They went that way. You men come with me. Hurry!
I've dreamed about being in your arms ever since that time on the ship when you saved me from Carabas.
You couldn't have chosen a worse moment to dream.
Oh, my darling, lovers have so much to dream about.
You're just being foolish. Can't you get it through your mind that I don't love you?
Oh, but you will, I'm sure of that, darling.
Yes, if they don't cut off all our heads first.
There they go.
Gina, where are we? If I'm not mistaken, speak softly. We've fallen right into the Sultan's harem. If
If this is the Sultan's harem, we won't have our heads for long.
Oh, then let us keep our heads.
You think so?
Yes, but not much else.
The Sultan won't discover us because we'll find him first. We've got to.
Get down!
Let's go.
Look at that.
Forget about your modesty, Friar Medicina. God created women.
But man invented the harem, didn't he? You're a clever rascal.
Clever enough to know that the Sultan is a man. And rascal enough to know that there's the best way to get the document to him. Come on.
Believe it. Then he gave me a marvelous silver mirror encrusted with jewels.
wonderful.
And he said to me, may your heavenly beauty flower forever.
Generous, the most generous man in the world. How did those two get here? Who knows? Won't you try one of these? No.
You watch out in case someone comes.
Sarah, it'll be all right. You can trust him.
We must get this into the hands of the Sultan.
It's absurd. Impossible.
Our very lives are in your hands. Halima has done everything she could for us. You must be as courageous as she was, Rosalana. You can save her and save us as well.
Suppose the Sultan never chooses me.
Bah! You were always saying you had a doge at your feet to satisfy your every wish. Well, now is your chance to prove it, my child.
Someone's coming. It's Asaki, the Sultan's favorite. I'll do it. You'll see.
You're a brave girl. It would be a pity to kill such a young girl. But I will. So speak up.
I told you I never laid eyes on that document. I don't know what you mean.
You're lying. I've dealt with liars before. The lash always refreshes a weak memory. You found out? I haven't as yet, Ibrahim. But it shouldn't take too long to loosen her tongue. For your sake, I hope so, Caravas. Don't you mean for our sake, Vizier?
We're being frightened. And I want to eliminate the person who frightens us.
The Sultan?
Only Allah is immortal. However, that was the aim of all my planning. So we must only anticipate the hour of his passing.
The Sultan's? You're joking, Ibrahim. You mean to murder the Sultan?
It's possible. It might happen to any man. It's even simpler. I think that a little poison would do it. In his coffee. But just the Sultan's. At any cost, there must be no bloodshed. A quiet death. Without rumors. Without suspicion.
Saki? Strange. I don't recall that girl. Watch out! She's not here. Let's go.
Oh, Ibrahim, what am I to do?
3 long years getting to be favorite. In an hour, you end up with nothing.
Oh, Ibrahim, oh no, he couldn't do this to me. It can't be true. It can't be. I couldn't go on living.
Someone is going to die, but it won't be you. But you could possibly get your revenge.
The Sultan would kill me. There isn't any hope.
Foolish. You'll have all the gold, the priceless things you might ask of a sovereign much younger, and you will dominate his harem without any rivals.
Who's yours?
Yes, I will be the new Sultan. It's written. Tonight you will act. Take this. It's a poison which leaves no trace, but it's very powerful. You'll put it into his coffee. He'll go right to sleep, but he'll never wake up. It will seem that it was a natural death. Come. What a place.
Women and poison.
That little scene may prove to be our salvation, Dionici.
What?
Yes.
Where can we find the Sultan? It's a labyrinth.
There's 400 rooms.
And 400 women.
He's not there. Ah, thanks to Allah, your sparkling eyes have lost none of their luster. Don't be frightened. Come here. As wife of the Sultan, you're mistress of his household. You're clever. Ibrahim was plotting behind my back.
Don't drink that coffee, Salim. That cup has death in it.
That's the man who discovered the traitors. He saved your life.
Stop!
You spoke of death.
There's enough poison in that coffee to kill you and everyone in the palace.
Still, Ibrahim.
Along with the sake.
It's certain that someone will die tonight. But not I, if Allah wills it.
The poison should certainly have done its work by now. No matter if they don't talk. It's not important. Do away with them as you wish. Enjoy yourself, Caravas.
The Sultan? What did you say? He's alive. He's coming down here. If they say one word, cut their throats. Caravas! Caravas!
Still at work, faithful Ibrahim? I could never repay such devotion as yours.
I ask nothing more than to serve you, sire. That is my compensation.
If that were only so, yet I know my men, and I know what they're worth. Even those who deceive me.
Maybe you're far too generous, great Sultan.
Perhaps you're right. It's better to be merciless with traitors.
All traitors must be punished by death.
As you say, by death. To a well-deserved era of peace. We thank you for having risked your life in order to save ours. We are also grateful to you, Halima. Ask and you'll have your desire.
What I desire, the Sultan can't give me. For the might of Allah is greater than the might of the Sultan. But you brought me as a slave to Constantinople. You could set me free. That's all I ask of you.
You're free, Halima, and you will be rich because the virtuous deserve riches. There are only 2 rubies in the world like these. Now I give one of them to you and the other to your friend who'll stay with me.
Rosalana?
Not as a slave, but as reigning queen. Where is that gentle friar? Why isn't he here?
He's a little shaken up by all the excitement in your palace.
Of course. As for you, Dionici Trigona, no man could ever repay you for all that you've done for me. And before you, your poor father.
My father?
Yes. Your father served Demetrius, the better to serve me. He and I had made a pact. When we'd defeated Demetrius, I was to guarantee the liberty of St. Antioch.
Allow me, sire, to fulfill the pact that he had made.
But there is peace now between us and the King of Spain.
I must go back to St. Antioch immediately. I must avenge my father. And I must go with him, sire, to avenge my brother and bring glory to the banners of Islam.
In the name of the Prophet, you would need ships and many men. It's impossible. I'm at peace with the King of Spain.
The Black Eagle's crew can do it all alone. If you approve and Allah wills it, at last we'll find ourselves with real peace between Constantinople and Spain. Demetrius betrays his own kind. It'll be better for all of us if he dies.
The Black Eagle? She's yours, Japhet. This is my gift to you. From now on, she sails under your personal flag.
I'll bet a piastre I can guess your thoughts. No, it's too easy. I'd be stealing your money. You're thinking of her. Isabella, the name of queens. So different from the name of a common dancer like Alima. What if she were ugly?
Be quiet, Alima.
As you wish. Surely, she must be lovely, very lovely, much lovelier than I. Tell the truth.
I don't know. You're different somehow.
It's not much, but it's something. If you take a good look, you'll see how different I am.
You're a sweet girl, Alima. I admire you.
What is there to admire? My courage, my stubbornness?
It's difficult to explain. You see, I was to have married Isabella quite soon.
You learn nothing in Constantinople?
What?
That a man always loves more than one woman. You've no imagination. Look at the Sultan. 400 gorgeous women in his harem. I don't suppose he needs that many. But 2. Would that be unreasonable?
You'd share me with another?
Well, why not? You haven't seen each other for such a long time. She's an image, that's all. A memory that can never be kissed.
Sultan and the King of Spain have made peace. What happens now?
Carivas. Something that I'm sure would never enter that thick Turkish head of yours. Do you know what this is? The banner of the French king. It will fly over my fortress. By decree of His Majesty, the King of France, I am now Duke of St. Antioch. A realm. A realm of my own. You are permitted to offer your congratulations.
I'm very happy for you.
And now you're curious to know how much I'm going to pay for your services. Here.
Generosity becomes the mighty and the victorious. Don't forget that young devil, that Dionigi. He has sworn revenge.
If he wants to try again, then we'll be waiting for him. This is a visit we'll be prepared for. We'll give him a surprise. Yes, a surprise.
You've become so charitable, Isabella.
You!
Careful. Not here. Tonight in the place where we used to meet. The cavern down near the point, after they sound the Ave Maria. I'll wait for you. What are you looking at? What do you want?
To help you.
I'll need plenty of help, but I count on you more than I count on anybody else. You know that.
If anything happens, Juniji, I'll take the boat and go out to the ship and warn your friends.
You're very courageous, Harley.
I try to act like you. Look.
Why did you come back? You shouldn't have.
You're married now. A strange love yours that couldn't wait for me.
I never had any choice. Not everyone is the master of his own fate. What could I do? Kill myself?
It must have been terrible for you. Forgive me.
It's too late. I belong to him now. I'm his wife.
But you won't always be. Demetrius will pay for all your suffering.
What do you intend to do?
To strike a blow against tyranny. I have friends. You'll be able to help us.
I can?
Yes. You're trembling. What has he done to you, that monster? Isabella, it's our last possible chance to act. You must know some of the secrets of his fortress.
That secret passage from the tower.
Yes.
So that's why you came back to St. Antioch. For revenge.
There's a time to love and a time to fight. Now the liberty of our country is at stake, and our dignity as men.
Could you kneel down in prayer and forget your wicked pride?
Kneel?
Oh, I don't mean here before me, but in the Duke's bedroom, in the bedroom of Demetrius, where you know there is an ancient wooden prayer desk, where you came to my rescue, and from which I thought there was no escape.
Yes, I know. Against the north wall.
It's not only a prayer desk. You press down with your knees to open the door of the secret passage.
At last. It's all clear to me now.
Well, what are you planning to do now? You're still all alone. Where are all your friends? Someone had to help you get here. What are you thinking about? Once you only thought of kissing me.
Get away, Dionysia. They're coming. The soldiers are coming. Hurry, run.
So it was you. Why did you do it?
Isn't it clear? Because she's my wife, the sweet submissive wife of the Duke of St. Antioch. It's a position which suits her quite well, doesn't it, my dear? Wife, not my widow. I trust you're grateful for my courtesy, my liberality. Isabella wanted to see you, and I let her have her way. You were very rude interrupting my first rendezvous with her in the castle, and I vowed I'd interrupt yours. Don't you find it diverting? I always thought you were too sensible, my friend, to lose your head because of a girl, but you'll lose it just like your father. For him, the rope. For you, I haven't made up my mind yet. Certainly, it must be something different, an unforgettable spectacle such as I once promised Isabella. You wouldn't want to disappoint the Duchess, now would you, Dionysia?
This is the worst liquor I've ever tasted. But occasionally you get some good ideas over a glass.
Occasionally, always. This was shown by the miracle of our Lord when he transformed water into wine. Didn't that mean something? But let's go in order. We have 3 problems to resolve. To save Dionysia, to silence those cannon, and then to escape.
3 problems. It's difficult enough to resolve one. That blasted line of cannon.
Ali told us how to get it then.
Yes. Once we get into Demetrius' room.
Maybe I can do it.
Ah, that's not the kind of job for a woman.
You'd find the cannon of St. Antioch pointing at you and Dionysia's head in a basket.
Be sensible. Who rescued you from the Sultan's harem? A woman. And who was able to guard a secret under the torture of Ibrahim? I was, wasn't I? A weak woman.
You're right. But even if you should fail, the Black Eagle is going to attack Demetrius. Even under the fire of those cannon, we're landing on that coast.
What day's tomorrow?
It's important. Lilac. The second day after the repose of the Friday. The same as your Sabbath.
That might make everything much simpler. We'll certainly need courage. Well, now, let's think a moment. A friar and a gypsy girl together, no. But separately,
Why must we stay here? By now you should have all the gold you want. It's simple to leave, Demetrius. I'll follow you. We live far away, where no one at all would know us. Far away from all this hatred. Far away from the things that we've done.
Why do that? Here, I'm the master. I'm supreme. And here, there's so many charming distractions. Today, you'll have one, for example. A great spectacle. An execution in splendid style.
No, I don't want to watch him die.
Why not? Remorse? Your Dionici will serve as bait. Jaffa will try to save him, no doubt, sailing his ship right into the cannon's mouth.
I was thinking of what he must go through to be drowned that way.
Thinking? A bad sign. It's very dangerous for you to think. If you're still alive and safe here, it's only because you never think, my darling.
Brothers, lend an ear to a poor friar who has come among you after many long pilgrimages to speak to you in the language of the Lord our Father. One of your own, Dionigi Trigona, is going to lose his life after risking it to restore to all of you that dignity, that liberty without which no one can hope to find any peace or his final salvation. And you think it's enough to wait here and pray? Pray to God and desert the field? Brothers, taking a mighty whip in his hand, Jesus chased the moneylenders from the temple. Now,
When we're 2 leagues from shore, we're in range of their cannon. So how do we land?
It's a risk we'll have to take.
And if the friar's plan doesn't work?
We attack no matter what. Everything's at stake.
If Jaffa is foolish enough to land, he'll find plenty of lead waiting for him. I don't think he's ready for suicide. The harbor's covered by our guns, and if he tries to pass the point, we can blast him with our eyes closed. Don't hurry. Wait till the Black Eagle's within half a league, and then fire at will. Don't spare ammunition. I want to watch every one of them drown.
I'll take care of it, Excellency.
I'm counting on you, Gomez. I am going down to watch the show.
Excellency?
Don't forget now, Halima, her boyfriend is a Spaniard. He's
I
tall, blonde, and he's a corporal. Halima, you might need a little help on this thing. I'd better go along with you.
I'll need you on the beach. Go on.
Don't forget now. He's a Spanish corporal.
All right, I heard you. A little charity for a gypsy girl, noble senora. They told me you're good and beautiful. I'll give something in exchange. I'll read your hand and predict the future.
Well, there's always something to eat in my kitchen. Can you predict love?
There's love, all right. I see it in your eyes. But not for the one you're thinking of. There are 2 men I can see. Let me have your hand. No, the left's better. One is very tall and blonde. Must be a foreigner.
Sebastian.
Ah, and here's the boat of a fisherman.
Certainly. My husband's a fisherman. Come in. There's no one in the castle today. They've all gone down to watch the show. They're going to execute that poor rebel.
You're alone?
There's my mistress, but she never comes down. She doesn't know where the kitchens are. You see, he'll come back to stay with me.
There's no doubt about it. This phial contains a love potion I got in Turkey in the harem of the Sultan.
You were in the harem?
I read fortunes.
Were you held captive?
Yes, rather on approval. You're sure this potion will work well? It was a gift of the favorite of the Sultan. Just think, 6,000 women in his harem. But the Sultan always chose that same one. My friend, each time, every night. Explain that if you can. With this filter, once you have drunk it, you'll find that all men want to give in to you. You'll enchant them.
Maybe it could win me that baron.
Certainly. And why not? If it works on a sultan. You're comparing the strength of a sultan to a baron's?
Oh, of course not.
Drink it slowly, and in the eyes of every man, you'll be more beautiful than Venus.
My men are ready and waiting to drown that dog.
Let's be calm, Karivas. I think there are others who would enjoy a refreshing bath in the Gulf. And they'll come, I'm sure. They're not far away.
Who are you? I might be the voice of your own conscience. But you have no conscience, Isabella. You know my name. Oh, I know many things about you. I can usually understand a woman without seeing her. But you're not a woman. You're an instrument. The instrument of Demetrius. Get out. I don't want to listen to you. You'd prefer that I leave you to wallow in your remorse. I've seen many women live as slaves. I've lived in slavery, too. But the chains you are wearing are stronger because you like being chained. Insult me if you wish. You don't know the horror, the terror I suffer in his presence, his dreadful cruelty. It's easy for you to judge. Now Dionysius going to lose his life because of you. He loves you and you betrayed him. But why did he come back? For you. He loves you, don't you understand? And you're in love with him now. I want to save him. And if you help me, you might be able to save yourself. I should have died that first night here, in this room.
Find him feeding the fishes, and they'll all go join him.
Why are you stopping? What do those drums mean? What are you doing?
For the first time in my life, I'm thinking. And now, I'm free. And I must do this alone.
Isabella! Oh.
watch every one of his friends go to the bottom. Then he can follow.
Target range, 1 league. Half a league now, Captain.
All ready to fire!
Come here! Rally your men to repel the Turks!
You again, always in my path like a venomous snake, but you won't interfere anymore. Stop, Caribas!
Have you forgotten? With one eye, I can fight better than any traitor who has both eyes.
You mustn't kill me like this, Chauffeur. By Allah, I'm unarmed.
As I was unarmed on the Black Eagle, and unarmed under the executioner's torture.
But there's no glory in killing an unarmed man.
Allah is great. I should have killed you when you betrayed me. But if you think you can beat me...
I'll take him, Chauffeur.
Now, this one is mine.
Halima! Halima! Open your eyes. I beg you. You mustn't leave me. Halima, my love.
Leave you? You don't know Alima, my treasure. You can't get rid of me.
Your people can live in peace now. There are no more of Demetrius' men in all of St. Antioch. We have won.
He set the course for Constantinople, but I'll bet my left shoe they'll drop anchor at the island of Sheba.
You miss being with them? No. But that banner doesn't frighten me anymore.
That banner is only a symbol. What counts is the heart of man.
And woman.
The ways of our Lord are infinite, my dear children.
Now the adventure is over and we'll live happily ever after. Let you and I consider the salvation of our souls. What do you say we go fishing and I'll tell you all about it, eh?